7 masturbation problems at age 60 plus that men often ignore and the price they pay. You may think masturbation is simple and harmless, but after 60, your body plays by a completely different set of rules. I've seen strong, seemingly healthy men pay a high price for one careless moment. A spike in blood pressure, a fall in the shower, or the slow onset of loneliness that no one ever sees coming. This video isn't here to shame you, it's here to wake you up, gently but clearly. Today I'm going to share 7 deeply personal, yet critically important issues that men over 60 must understand when it comes to masturbation. Things that may quietly affect your heart, your hormones, your confidence, and your overall health. Stick with me until the very end, because issue number 5, and especially number 7, have caused many older men to pause, reflect, and make a life-changing shift. Your body still has power, strength, and wisdom, if you know how to listen to it. Let's begin. Number 1. Does frequent masturbation reduce testosterone? Testosterone is essential for male vitality, supporting strength, sexual function, mood, and overall energy. Naturally, as men age, testosterone levels decline. But one common concern, especially among men over 60, is whether frequent masturbation accelerates that drop. The short answer is no. Masturbation itself does not directly lower testosterone levels. However, there are important nuances older men need to understand. When done occasionally and mindfully, masturbation can even support hormonal balance by reducing stress and promoting better sleep. The problem arises when it becomes excessive, compulsive, or used as a coping mechanism for loneliness, boredom, or anxiety. In those cases, the overall hormonal environment, not just testosterone, can be disrupted. Chronic stress, poor sleep, and emotional fatigue that often accompany compulsive habits can indirectly suppress testosterone production. Moreover, frequent ejaculation without adequate physical recovery may temporarily lower free testosterone levels for a short period, especially in older men whose hormonal systems already function less efficiently. That's why many experts recommend paying attention not just to frequency, but to overall lifestyle factors: diet, sleep, physical activity, and emotional well-being, all of which play a bigger role in supporting healthy testosterone than the act of masturbation alone. Another common myth is that saving semen increases masculinity. This idea lacks solid scientific backing. There's no strong evidence showing that abstaining for long periods raises testosterone in any meaningful way, especially not for men over 60. In fact, some studies show that moderate sexual activity, including masturbation, can help maintain prostate health and keep hormone levels more stable. So instead of asking, how often is too much, a better question is, how do I feel afterward? If you notice that frequent masturbation leaves you feeling drained, irritable, or less motivated, it might be time to slow down and reevaluate your routine. Quality matters more than quantity. In conclusion, masturbation in itself does not cause a dangerous drop in testosterone. But for men over 60, it's crucial to stay aware of how your body responds, avoid extremes, and focus on holistic health. Number 2, impact on sleep and nighttime blood pressure. For men over 60, sleep quality and cardiovascular health become more fragile with age. One overlooked factor that can impact both is masturbation, especially when performed late at night. While occasional self-pleasure can promote relaxation and help some men fall asleep faster, doing it under the wrong conditions may disrupt sleep patterns and negatively affect blood pressure regulation, especially at night. During climax, the body experiences a spike in heart rate, blood pressure, and adrenaline release. For younger men, this isn't usually a problem, but in older adults whose nervous system and vascular flexibility have declined, this sudden surge followed by a sharp drop can lead to post-orgasmic hypotension, a state where blood pressure falls too low, too quickly. This may cause dizziness, lightheadedness, or even fainting. If it happens before bed or while standing, such as in a bathroom, it can become dangerous. Additionally, if masturbation is used to compensate for anxiety, boredom, or emotional stress, it often fails to deliver true relaxation. Instead of promoting rest, it may stimulate the brain and interfere with the natural transition into deep sleep. Shallow breathing, muscle tension, and unresolved emotional pressure during or after the act can trigger sympathetic nervous system activity, the same fight-or-flight mode that should be winding down before sleep. This results in fragmented rest, difficulty staying asleep, or early waking with a racing heart. Some men also report a wired but tired feeling after frequent nighttime masturbation, physically exhausted but mentally restless. This mismatch is a sign of hormonal and nervous system imbalance, often tied to irregular cortisol and melatonin cycles. Furthermore, chronic late-night stimulation may disrupt circadian rhythms. Your body expects downtime in the evening to recover. Repeated sexual stimulation late at night, especially without adequate hydration or relaxation afterward, can leave the cardiovascular system overworked during the time it's meant to restore. The key is timing and intention. Masturbating while calm, hydrated, and emotionally grounded, and preferably earlier in the evening, is much safer for older men. Avoid doing it when already exhausted, overheated, or emotionally triggered. Your body needs stillness, not stimulation, before bed. In summary, while masturbation isn't inherently harmful to sleep or blood pressure, the context and timing matter greatly after age 60. Knowing when and how to engage in it can protect your heart, support deeper sleep, and help your body truly recharge overnight. Number 3. Appropriate frequency according to age. As men age, their bodies no longer recover as quickly as they did in their younger years. This includes sexual energy and overall physical stamina. For men over 60, one of the most common questions is, how often is it safe or healthy to masturbate? While there's no single answer that applies to everyone, there are key factors to help determine a reasonable frequency that supports, rather than depletes, your well-being. First, understand that masturbation itself is not harmful. In fact, occasional sexual release can help maintain prostate health, reduce stress, and promote better sleep. However, frequency becomes important when your body starts signaling fatigue, tension, or lack of recovery after the act. Unlike younger men, seniors often need longer recovery times due to slower circulation, reduced hormone production, and lower muscle resilience. A good general guideline for men over 60 is to aim for 1 to 3 times per week, depending on overall health, energy levels, and emotional well-being. If you feel refreshed, relaxed, and mentally clear after masturbating, you're likely within a healthy range. But if you feel drained, moody, or notice decreased libido afterward, it could be a sign you're overdoing it, or using the act to cope with emotional voids rather than real desire. Additionally, the intention behind the act matters. Masturbating out of boredom, habit, or stress relief may lead to overuse, which can dull sensitivity over time and reduce emotional connection. Masturbating with presence and awareness. When your body genuinely craves intimacy, leads to more positive outcomes. Medical conditions should also be considered. If you have high blood pressure, heart issues, or are on medication that affects circulation or hormonal balance, it's wise to consult a doctor about your sexual activity, including masturbation. Ignoring fatigue and pushing the body too hard, even in private moments, can contribute to long-term cardiovascular strain. Finally, it's not about chasing a perfect number. It's about listening to your body. Quality over quantity is key. Masturbation should feel restorative, not exhausting. If it starts feeling like an obligation or causes any discomfort, it's time to pause and reassess your frequency. In conclusion, there's no magic number, but there is a healthy range. For most men over 60, moderation and mindfulness are essential. When done in balance, masturbation can remain a safe, enjoyable, and even beneficial part of your routine for years to come. Number 4. Health warning signs when masturbating. For men over 60, masturbation can remain a healthy and natural part of life, but it also becomes a window into your body's overall condition. What used to feel effortless may now come with subtle warning signs. Ignoring these changes is a mistake that can lead to serious health consequences. The key is knowing what to watch for. One of the first red flags is unusual fatigue or dizziness after climax. If you find yourself lightheaded, breathless, or weak following masturbation, it may indicate poor circulation, heart strain, or low blood pressure. These symptoms are not just about age. They're signs that your cardiovascular system may be struggling to regulate blood flow during physical exertion, even mild. Another warning sign is a noticeable drop in erection quality. This includes weaker erections, difficulty maintaining arousal, or longer recovery times. These changes may be early indicators of vascular problems or declining testosterone levels. Left unchecked, they can progress into full erectile dysfunction. Don't assume it's just aging. It may be your body asking for help. Reduced sensation is also a concern. If climax feels dull or less satisfying than it used to, that can signal nerve damage, hormonal imbalance, or even early signs of prostate dysfunction. The nervous system plays a critical role in sexual function, and loss of sensitivity can reflect deeper neurological issues. Some men also experience pelvic discomfort, pressure, or mild pain during or after masturbation. This should not be ignored. It may point to inflammation in the prostate, prostatitis, enlarged prostate, BPH, or even early prostate cancer. If any pain, swelling, or burning occurs consistently, seek medical attention. Even emotional symptoms can be warning signs. Feeling irritable, anxious, or emotionally flat after masturbation may reflect hormonal imbalance, cortisol spikes, or underlying depression. Your mind and body are linked. Don't separate them when evaluating your health. In summary, masturbation is not just a private act. It's a moment when your body communicates clearly. Sudden changes in energy, arousal, sensation, or emotional state are not random. They're messages. And the sooner you listen, the sooner you can take action to protect your health. If you've noticed any of these signs, don't brush them off. See a men's health specialist, get blood work, and have your heart and prostate checked. Prevention works, but only when you're paying attention. Number 5. Does masturbation help prevent prostate cancer? The question of whether masturbation helps prevent prostate cancer has gained attention among older men, and rightfully so. After age 60, prostate health becomes a serious concern. Fortunately, research does suggest that regular ejaculation, including through masturbation, may play a role in reducing the risk of prostate cancer. But the answer is more nuanced than a simple yes or no. Several studies, including a well-known long-term study published in JAMA, found that men who ejaculated 21 or more times per month had a slightly lower risk of developing prostate cancer compared to those who ejaculated less frequently. The theory is that regular ejaculation helps flush out toxins and inflammatory agents from the prostate, reducing the chance of abnormal cell growth. However, it's important to understand that masturbation is not a guarantee against cancer. It's only one small factor in a much larger picture. Genetics, diet, hormone levels, and overall lifestyle choices still play a far bigger role in cancer prevention. So while masturbation may offer some protective benefits for the prostate, it should never replace regular medical checkups, PSA screenings, or a healthy lifestyle. For men over 60, there's another layer to consider. Frequency must match your body's capacity. Trying to force frequent ejaculation when your body feels tired, dehydrated, or emotionally off balance may do more harm than good. In older age, it's about quality, not quantity. A few mindful, well-paced moments of sexual release per week are far more beneficial than pushing your body beyond its limit to meet a number. Additionally, the method and context matter. Masturbation done in a calm, safe, seated position, without rushing or strain, supports circulation and pelvic health. If the act becomes compulsive, stressful, or tied to guilt, it may trigger hormonal imbalance or emotional distress, which can indirectly affect your health negatively. In conclusion, yes, moderate, regular ejaculation through masturbation may help reduce the risk of prostate cancer, but only when done in balance with your body's needs. It is not a replacement for medical care or prevention, but rather a supportive habit that, when practiced wisely, contributes to overall prostate wellness. If you're concerned about prostate health, don't rely on guesswork. Talk to your doctor, get screened regularly, and maintain a lifestyle that includes hydration, physical activity, and emotional balance, not just occasional release. Number 6, how to recover from masturbation. Recovery after masturbation becomes more important with age. For men over 60, the body takes longer to regain energy, stabilize blood pressure, and reset hormone levels. While masturbation may feel like a simple act, it still involves physical and mental exertion. Without proper recovery, it can leave you feeling drained, dizzy, or emotionally flat, especially if done when you're already tired or dehydrated. The first key to recovery is hydration. Ejaculation involves fluid loss, and even minor dehydration can affect blood pressure and energy levels. Always drink a glass of water afterward. This helps rehydrate your body, support circulation, and reduce post-orgasm fatigue. Next, give your body time to sit or lie down quietly for a few minutes. Sudden movement, especially standing up too quickly after climax, can cause lightheadedness or even fainting, a condition called postural hypotension. Older men are more prone to this because of age-related changes in blood vessel flexibility and heart response. Let your body settle before getting up. Breathing is another underrated recovery tool. After climax, focus on slow, deep breaths for 2 to 3 minutes. This calms your nervous system, helps lower adrenaline, and promotes a quicker return to a relaxed state. Avoid jumping into other tasks immediately, especially anything physically or mentally demanding. Nutrition can also support better recovery. If you haven't eaten in several hours, a light protein-rich snack can stabilize blood sugar and help you feel more balanced. Try a handful of nuts, yogurt, or a boiled egg. Avoid caffeine or alcohol right after, as these can dehydrate you and elevate stress hormones. Emotionally, it's helpful to practice a moment of self-compassion. Many men feel guilt, shame, or emptiness after masturbation, especially if it was rushed or done out of habit. Taking a minute to sit quietly, reflect, or do a short mindfulness exercise can help you stay emotionally grounded and prevent negative thought spirals. In short, recovery after masturbation isn't just physical, it's holistic. Drink water, stay still, breathe deeply, eat mindfully, and give yourself emotional space. These simple steps can make the difference between feeling depleted versus feeling restored. For men over 60, being intentional about recovery ensures that masturbation remains a healthy act of self-care, not something that takes more than it gives. Number 7, psychological effects. Guilt, loneliness after masturbation. What follows afterward, emotionally and mentally, often weighs heavier. A growing number of older men report feelings of guilt, emptiness, or loneliness after masturbation, even when the act itself feels natural or necessary. These emotional responses are real, common, and often overlooked. Guilt often stems from deep-rooted beliefs shaped over decades. Many men were raised with the idea that masturbation is shameful, immoral, or a sign of weakness. These beliefs, even if outdated or irrational, can resurface powerfully in older age, especially when men are isolated or disconnected from meaningful relationships. Masturbation then becomes a conflicted ritual. The body seeks relief, but the mind punishes it afterward. Loneliness is another frequent side effect. For men who are widowed, divorced, or living alone, masturbation may be the only form of intimacy they experience. Instead of feeling satisfied, many report a hollow emotional crash after climax. Not because of the act itself, but because it highlights the absence of deeper emotional or physical connection. This is especially true when the act is rushed, secretive, or done in a state of emotional detachment. The problem isn't masturbation, it's the emotional context. When it's driven by boredom, stress, or emotional numbness, it can leave a man feeling more disconnected from himself. Without awareness or intention, the act becomes mechanical, stripping away the human need for intimacy, closeness, and validation. To reduce this psychological toll, older men must learn to approach self-pleasure with mindfulness and self-respect. This means being present, breathing deeply, and acknowledging the experience as a natural part of being alive, not something to hide or feel ashamed of. Instead of rushing through it, create a calm, private space and take the time to connect with your body gently. If persistent guilt or sadness follows masturbation, it may be time to explore those feelings more deeply, whether through journaling, therapy, or honest conversation. You're not broken, you're human, and your emotional response to intimacy deserves just as much care as your physical health. In conclusion, masturbation at an older age is not just about release, it's about connection. Done with awareness and compassion, it can be empowering. Done with shame and detachment, it can lead to emotional distress. The difference lies in how you relate to yourself in that moment. Masturbation is not wrong, but doing it at the wrong time, in the wrong way, can silently cost you your health and emotional well-being. At this stage in life, your body speaks more clearly than ever, through fatigue, discomfort, changes in sensation, or emotional unease. The real danger isn't the act itself, but ignoring the signs it leaves behind. So pause and ask yourself, what is my body trying to tell me? Don't wait until it screams for attention. Listen now, while the signals are still gentle, still manageable. If this video spoke to you, take a moment to affirm your intention. Comment below, I'm ready to take care of my sexual health with awareness. Subscribe to the channel so you won't miss upcoming videos designed to help men over 60 live longer, stay strong, and feel more fulfilled. Share this video with someone you care about, because this is a conversation many need, but few are willing to start. You deserve a life of health, dignity, and connection, even in your most private moments. Let's move forward with awareness.